Hello everyone, welcome to part 4 of Git tutorial, and in this video we are going to work on the Git installation. We need to install the Git for further videos for running the commands and to upload our project on the Git. Okay, first of all we are going to review briefly the videos that we have done so far. In the first video we have done exactly that what is git and benefits of git. Okay, so after that in second video we have done with the history of git. We come to know about that how git comes into existence, and we have done with the types of version control system. There are three types. We learned local vcs, centralized vcs, and distributor vcs, and git is the distributor vcs. That is the best vcs available so far, but vcs is the virtual control system that we all know. Okay, so after that we learn about the vcs architecture type. Okay, so git is the three stage architecture. It supports the three stage. Okay, there are also vcs that supports two tier, and but git supports the three tier. That is the best architecture available nowadays. Okay, so after that we have done the brief overview. We have taken the brief overview of push and pull commands of git that we will learn in detail in future videos. And now it's the part 4 of the git tutorial, and this tutorial we are preparing for uploading the laravel projects to the git, so that we will not lose anything. My laravel developers, my laravel students will use the git in future. And if even if you are not the laravel developer, even then it is helpful for you. Any kind of developer, even for the normal users who want to keep their files on server, who want to save their files on server, they can also use the git as well. Just little bit information is required. Okay, so see, now we are finally ready to install the git in our system, so that we can install, we can use it in further videos, we can use it for the future purpose. Okay, so there are two ways to install git. Okay, so I'm going to explain you both the ways here. Okay, so here we are going to work on the git installation. Okay, so there are two ways to install git exactly. So I'm going to tell you both the ways here. So first one is the git command line tool. We also call it at git terminal. Okay, so I hope that every one of you know about the terminal. Mac and Linux users always know about the terminal. This is the terminal. See terminal in Mac. I'm going to show you the terminal. So this is the terminal. This is the kind of the command prompt in Windows, like you have seen the command prompt in Windows. This is the terminal in Mac, and it is automatically available in Mac as well as in Linux operating system. You are not required to install it separately, but in Windows we need to install it as the git. Okay, so I will tell you that thing as well. Okay, so this is the command line tool, like I have shown you. This is the command line tool. Command line means where we are going to run the commands. Command line tool. So this is the command line tool, like C prompt. Okay, like in DOS we used to do. Okay, like in DOS, example is the DOS in previous days, lot time back, I think 20-25 years back, we used to work on the DOS in year 2000, I think. Okay, so yeah, in DOS we use the command line tool. Okay, so git terminal uses the command line tool, and there is one more, and that is the git GUI, graphical user interface. GUI means graphical user interface. So graphical user interface, there are many softwares are available, like git desktop is one of the software that is available. Desktop, there are many softwares that are available, in which you will get the panel, like some kind of panel in which there are buttons are there, and you can simply use those buttons. Like I have told you, there are some commands like git push command, pull command. Okay, all these command, are just required to click on the button, and that code will go to the Git server. Okay, but in Git terminal you need to manually run this command, like git push command. You need to run git pull, git add. All these command you need to run manually. Okay, so all these command you need to run manually in Git terminal. But in Git UI, you are required to run, you are not required to run any of the command. But see, we will use the Git terminal only, because as a developer we must use the Git terminal. Okay, because Git graphical user interface are for those users who are not the developers, who are the normal persons. They don't know anything about the coding. Okay, they can use the Git desktop or other softwares. But for us, for the developers or for the students who wants to be developer in future, they must use the Git terminal only. I recommend the Git terminal, because see, Git GUI, it runs in backend. It runs, Git terminal runs as a backend for the Git graphical user interface. Okay, so we are going to use this Git terminal. I will tell you about Git desktop later on in this series, but right now we are going to use the Git terminal. Okay, so we are going to install the Git for our Mac operating system. In the end of the video, I have made a separate video also for my Windows users, so that they can also install the Git for Windows as well. Okay, so here I'm going to install the Git for my Mac. I will simply run git install here, and then I will open this website, git hyphen scm download. This is the website. Okay, remember this website, git hyphen scm. Okay, this is the website, git hyphen scm.com, scm.com. This is the website. We are going to use this website to download the Git. This we are going to download the Git terminal kind of thing. Okay, in which we will get the terminal. See, my laptop is, I'm using the Mac operating system, so I'm going to install it for Mac. If you are on Windows, then you are required to install the Windows. If you are on Linux, then you can install the Linux. Okay, so I'm going to install for the Mac. Okay, so let me install. So there are many ways to install. I can select this one or Xcode, or I got this installer as well. I can simply install, like if I will click on installer, so I can install the package easily. And okay, after download the package, I can simply run that package and the Git will get installed. Okay, though for Mac user, I think Git most of the time automatically is there by default. But if it is not there, then you can install it as well. So we are going to try to install with the homebrew first of all. So first thing is you need to install the homebrew. If you are the new Mac user who have just start the development, not if you don't have the homebrew, then open this website, right click and open this website. This command you need to run in your terminal. See, this command I will copy from here and I will open the terminal. Okay, so I will just paste this command in my Mac. I am just going to install this. You need to give your password here, system password, I think. So I'm going to give my system password here. So it will just take a few seconds to install the homebrew. So the homebrew gets installed. We are going to check the brew version here. See, homebrew is already there. We can check it's homebrew 3.3.7. Okay, so the process will remain the same. You can install the homebrew by running this command in your Mac. Okay, Mac operating system, if you are using Mac. Okay, in the end we will install the Git in Windows as well. So after that, see, the homebrew is there. It's already there in my Mac. So are now required to install the Git. Okay, so for Git, see, there is the command that we are going to run, brew install Git. So this is the command that we will run. Brew install git. So it is also saying another active homebrew update process is already in process. Please wait for it to finish or terminate it to continue. Okay, so let's see. I think it will install. It is installing git. You can check here. So I think it finally installed git. Now we can check the git installation. We can check the git version here. Okay, so let's check the git version. Git has been installed or not. So its version is 2.30.1. Okay, we able to install the git. Okay, now we can check. We can run the git command here. See, all the commands have come up here. Okay, so now we can use the git here in our terminal as well. Okay, so see here, after installing the git, we are required to just go to our folder. In any of our folder we can go, and here see on the folder we can right click on the folder, then we can simply click on new terminal at folder. Okay, so here see it is showing the terminal, and yeah, so here we want to run the git commands, so it is running fine. Okay, you can see we able to run the git commands in our terminal as well. Okay, start from next video, and we are going to learn many commands in next video. We will start from the git status. Right now it will not work because we have not initialized our project. I will explain you all the commands in next video. Okay, we will start working on some of the most popular commands of git. Okay, we are going to work on see git init command. This is for the initialization of the project which we're going to use. Then we will use the git add command also. We will use git commit command. Okay, so then git push. So all these command we are going to use in next video, so please stay tuned for that. Now I'm going to display how to install the git in windows as well, so please stay tuned for that. Hello friends, in this video we are going to install git in windows. So there are simple steps that we are going to take to install git in windows. So I will also mention these steps in notepad. So first step is to open the website. This website git-scm.com/download. So this is the URL that we are going to open to installing the git. Open website, and this is the URL that we need to install. And after that, see, this is my Windows laptop. I will click on Windows, and after that, there are the options available here. See, 64-bit. I will cancel. We'll start again. First of all, see, these are the available options: 32-bit, 64-bit Windows, and portable versions also. So what I am going to do in my Windows laptop, I am going to check whether my laptop is 64-bit or 32-bit. For that, I will search computer here, and will right click on computer icon, and will check its properties, and it is 64-bit operating system. So for 64-bit, I am going to install the 64-bit Git Windows setup. Okay, so I'm going to click on 64-bit Git for Windows setup. So it will take only few minutes, even for few seconds. See, my net speed is fast, so that's why it will only just take few seconds. So you may require to wait for a few minutes at your end. So after the installation, we will continue the process. Here you can see the installation is going on. It's the exe file that is required for the Windows installation. Okay, so it is done. So I will open this one in downloads. See, it has been installed. So I'm going to install it now. It has been downloaded, so I'm going to install it now. I'm going to click on run. Now see, just we are required to click on yes, and will follow the instructions. Okay, we will read all this and click on next, end of terms and conditions. After reading, you can click on next, and this is the space where this path where you want to install. So if my path is C program file git, so I will accept this path and just click on next. You see default settings are fine for installing the git, so you need not to do anything else. Just keep on clicking on next, next, next. Okay, so after that, git will get installed. See, it will take a few minutes now, okay, to install the git in our Windows laptop. After that, we can able to run it as well. Okay, so like I have mentioned, you can select out of these two options, and so next thing is to select the option you want to select 32-bit and or 64-bit. It depends upon your system. Okay. So after that, we have simply uh, download, simply install it. So by choosing path, so only 2 seconds it will take. So it has been done. We can launch git bash from here and click on finish and see here the panel has been opened. You can see, and we can run the git command now here, git, and you can see git has been running now. Okay, you can also search here git bash. Git bash, you can also search here. If you will search here, you can find it here as well. You can also run from here. Okay, so here you can change the path as well. If you want to change cd desktop, so it will go to your desktop folder. Here you can see it reaches their desktop folder, and you can run your desktop files. So suppose if there is one folder located here, I will create one. Okay, so here, if we want, we can create here one folder. Here I can create the project folder, and I want to run the Git for this folder. So I will simply right click in this folder and do Git bash here. Then see here, I have reached inside this folder directly by doing git bash here by right clicking and doing git bash here. See here the path. It's in F. It's in F drive. On F drive there is the project folder. So I can run my git commands here inside this folder. So this is the direct way to go inside the folder and run your git commands. Run your git bash. Okay, right click and just simply do git bash here. Okay. Then we can reach inside the folder. So you can try this one at your end, and I hope it's clear to you. It's all. Have a nice time. Goodbye.